Well, hello there everybody. My name is Mr. Duncan and I'm really happy to see you today. In fact, I'm ecstatic. I'm feeling all a quiver with anticipation. Welcome to Full English number 17. Yes, it's time to take another gander at the wonderful world of English. You'd better not have a problem with that or I'll come round and sort you out. No, I'm only kidding. Could you imagine me being like that in real life? All tough and aggressive? Oh my, I can't even fight my way out of a wet paper bag. Anyway, enough of this idle banter. Let's get on with today's full English lesson right now. Do you often use slang in your English? If your answer is no, then you might want to rethink what you believe slang to be. To speak informally can be described as vernacular or colloquial speech. Slang gives new definitions to existing words. Good examples of past slang include cool and wicked, as a way of expressing that something is really good. These days we might say that something is awesome or sick. Although, having said that, by the time this lesson has been watched a few times, there will probably be another way of expressing how good or terrible something is. Using a negative word in a positive way is nothing new. In the 1990s, the word bad was used as a slang word for good. Slang is an ever-changing trend, so who knows, by 2020 we might be using great to mean awful and garbage to mean great. In the world of slang, anything is possible. Here's an interesting question. What exactly are the differences between the words wrote and written? This is a very good example of how confusing English can be. The main difference between wrote and written is that one is the past tense of write. For example, I will write to him next week. I'm writing this now. And the past simple tense, which is I wrote this last week. The past tense of write is wrote. The word written is the past participle of write. This tense shows that the action of writing took place. For example, we can talk about written novels or a book written at a certain time by a specific individual. For example, the written works of William Shakespeare. We can observe how something was written. This note was written in a hurry. A verb or action that has already occurred or been carried out is a past participle. Here's an interesting question. How do you know if you are mad? How can you tell that you are insane? Well, apparently, if you can ask yourself the question, then there is a good chance that you are not crazy at all. We often use the words crazy, mad, and insane to express disbelief at someone's behaviour, without actually suggesting that the person being spoken to is really losing their marbles. You paid £200 for a Star Wars toy? Are you mad? You walked 5 miles in the rain to get a hamburger? That's insane. Strangely enough, we can also use mad or crazy when talking about something exciting or thrilling. We had a crazy time at the party. These low prices are mad. They have some crazy rides at that theme park. I'm crazy for you. Of course, crazy and mad can also be used to express anger, To go crazy or mad is to lose your temper in an explosive way. Of course, mental illness is not a laughing matter. However, we do have many English words, including many slang terms, for appearing crazy in the head, such as balmy, bonkers, cuckoo, insane, loopy, lunatic, nuts, nutty. Nutty is a fruitcake. Nut job. Off her rocker. Off his rocker. Off your rocker. Round the bend. Round the twist. To lose your marbles. You don't have to be mad to work here, but it helps. There are some words in the English language that are so lovely to say and express such a deep meaning that it is hard not to love them. A good example of this is the word paradigm. Even the sound of this word makes me go all gooey. The word paradigm is a noun that names a typical example or pattern of something. The general state or functioning of something is its paradigm. A world and the rules by which it exists can be described as a paradigm. In science, the world view of something and the methodology surrounding it is a paradigm. In linguistics, paradigm relates to the available choices for the expression of one individual syntax or sentence formation. You might say that related rules, when grouped together, form a paradigm. The word itself derives from the Latin for show, side, by side. Do you ever find yourself having to deal with someone with an axe to grind? This rather aggressive phrase refers to someone who is out for revenge or is seeking to get back at someone for personal reasons. They have an axe to grind. We can also use this expression to describe a person who wishes to express an opinion against someone with whom they have had a disagreement. The person doing the criticising has an axe to grind. They wish to vent their personal anger at someone over an issue. That person has an axe to grind. The expression derives from the action of sharpening an axe before using it. Of course, the expression is purely figurative, so no one will actually be chopped up. Thank goodness. The concept of what left and right is might seem like a simple thing, but in fact it can be quite confusing and even dangerous. For example, what I view now as being my right and left is not the view you have. From where I'm standing, this is my right side and this is my left. However, to you, this is the left side and this is the right. As if that wasn't already confusing, from where you are standing, your left and right depends on your relative position to me. If you were standing next to me, facing the same way, our left and right sides would be the same. However, if you were to stand opposite me, then the left side and right side would be reversed. This may seem like an innocent misunderstanding with no consequences. However, getting your right and left mixed up can lead to terrible mistakes being made. Imagine I'm a surgeon who has to remove a person's right kidney. Do I take out the one on the patient's right or my right? It would be so easy to remove the wrong one. In anatomy, we usually refer to the patient's right and left as they see it. This is also why before having an operation, a clear mark is made on the exact part of the body where the surgery will take place, so as to avoid any chance of a mistake. After all, you wouldn't want the surgeon to cut off your good leg, would you? So remember, as you are looking at me now, my right is your left, and my left is your right. I think. As we have already seen today, the English language can be quite confusing, especially when it comes to words that seem connected, but aren't. A good example of this occurrence is the apparent similarity between the words affluence and effluence. They look similar, as they only differ by one letter. The word affluence means the state of having money, or, more to the point, having a large and considerable amount of money. The state of being wealthy is affluence. With affluence comes great influence. So, affluence is the noun, and affluent is the adjective. We can describe a place where rich people live as an affluent area. The word effluence is a noun that describes a substance which flows from something. For example, dirty, contaminated water being released from a pipe into the sea is effluence. So the substance in this case is sewage. It is worth remembering that there is also effluent, which is a mass noun that precisely describes liquid waste and stinky raw sewage. Well, sadly, time has beaten us again, as it often does. Damn you, time, damn you. But don't worry, because there will be another full English lesson coming out of your internet hole very soon. Before I go, I would like to leave you with this puzzle. Can you work out what this jumbled up word is? If you think you know the answer, why not let me know by typing it down there among the comments? Or you could just shout the answer out of the nearest window. Whatever works for you. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of the English language. That is, of course, England, saying thank you for watching me teaching you. And remember, I'm in demand. I am the beat. And, of course, until next time, ta-ta for now.